come on, please. Just
Hey, chill, bro, chill, okay? We're just messing with you. We do this to everyone, all right? Lighten up, lighten up.
very funny. Ha ha ha. All right, let me down, please. Let me down.
Yeah, we'll let you down, we'll let you down. All right, hey, man, we better get going. We don't want to be caught whenever the girls get back. Hey, you look great. Say hi to the ladies for me, all right?
Hey, be sure to hang in there. Come on, Jacob, hurry up.
Oh,
Oh my. Hi. Hey, Scarecrow.
I'm never gonna get a crow. When that girl fell out of the sky and kissed me, it was doomed. Did you just kiss me? Did you just fall out of the sky? Do you need me to call you an ambulance or anything? You're okay? Ah, okay. Oh, good. Chill. All right? Look, we obviously got off on the wrong foot. I'm Jacob. My name is Jacob.
What is your name? I mean, where did you even come from?
Well, you're not very chatty. I gotta get her number. Hey, listen, I would love to.
What the hell? Where'd she go?
Hey, you bought new poker chips, right?
What? Oh, God, I'm sorry.
You had one job, dude.
I know, I'm sorry. I totally my bad. I'll make it up to you guys another time. God, I'm actually gonna hit the hay, I think.
You don't look great. Something wrong?
Yeah, did you get caught in that weird storm?
Storm? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good.
All right. Well, rest up. We're gonna go to get takeout in a bit anyway.
All right, cool. I'll see you guys later. Later, Gator. And from that moment, my life went to hell. I can't stop thinking about her. Oh, she's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
Where'd she go?
Jacob. Return to me.
Just a dream. It's weird. What? Okay, there's an improvement. Puberty. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta go to the doctor.
Technically, there's nothing wrong with you.
Okay, doctor, Look, I don't want to seem like a hypochondriac here, but I'm kind of f***ing out. This is nuts.
Jacob, you've been to me 7 times this semester.
Okay, I thought I had gout. All right?
You stubbed your toe.
Fine. All right, but please, I need your help here. I feel like I'm going f***ing crazy.
I am helping you, but you gotta relax a bit.
How could I possibly relax with this thing on my arm?
Look, we've read all the tests, and you're normal.
Then why do I look like a I wish none of this ever happened. That's all I was looking for. What's up?
What the hell, Tim?
Look, there's a mysterious headhunter looking all over campus for you.
Come on, dude. Are you serious?
There's a $500 reward for bringing you in, of all people. Cold hard cash? Why would I turn that up?
No, okay, I cannot do this today, man. I have my econ test. I have so...
Look, you can come quietly, or I can go get the rest of the football guys, and then we can haul your down there. Sound good?
Fine.
There we go.
Fine.
Dude,
This better be worth
wasn't
it.
so hard, was it?
It's her.
You stole something from me. Give it back now.
What?
Wait. I got him. Sophie, where's my money?
So, her name is Sophie.
Okay. So she's a rich girl.
Hey, Space Cadet, I asked you a question. Why did you take it from me?
Yeah, I asked you, what the hell are you talking about?
A blue bead? A blue dragon bead?
Look, I wish I could help you. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can feel it. Right here. No, right here. I knew it. If you don't have my bead, then how do you explain that? Fine, you can act dumb all you want, but I know for a fact you have my bead. And if my parents find out, you'll be in serious trouble.
Who are your parents?
Handing me the bead will be much easier than dealing with them, trust me.
Is that a threat?
Crap. No. Crap. Okay, I'm late for my econ test. I gotta go. I'll see you, okay?
I'll be seeing you, Jacob.
Think. Focus. It's like I just know the answers. I could get used to this.
How'd that test go?
Really good.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something if you promise not to tell anyone else?
Dude, I'm your best friend. You can tell me anything.
All right. Just
Oh, okay.
when I took that test, it was like I could see the answers.
Yeah, okay, I get like that when I'm locked in playing video games.
No. This was different. Like, I feel like my brain is changing.
So what? You're like a genius now?
I mean, maybe.
Okay, sure. Let's take it for a test run, huh? Professor Davis challenges his advanced study mathematics course for seniors to solve this problem every semester. He leaves it up there for his brightest students to solve. What do you think?
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, right. You'll never get it.
That's it, right?
How the hell should I know?
Good Lord. You solved it.
After I aced the econ test, I started playing the stock market.
I had more money than I knew what to do with. Goodbye, student loans.
Jacob finally remembered your grandma.
I know. I'm sorry. I had the best week. I didn't have time.
Oh, come inside and tell me all
All
about
right.
it. Oh, I missed you.
There was a break-in down the street. Is everything okay in the neighborhood?
Don't worry about me. Tell me about this big week you had.
Grandma, it was like all my problems just went away. I mean, everything just worked itself out like that. It was amazing.
And you don't know why.
No. No, I mean, nothing was different. I've been having weird dreams, but that's it.
Weird? How so?
I was seeing dragons.
Dragons. Did I ever tell you about the shortcut in the town that I grew up in?
No?
It was a small town, and there was this pathway that made it faster to get to the town square. My mother warned me not to take it. She said a dragon lived in the woods.
A real dragon.
Ridiculous, I know. One day, there was a storm. I was with my two friends, twin sisters, and we got caught in the rain on our way to the fall festival. Well, the twins decided to take the forbidden path. I was too afraid. The twins arrived at the fall festival before me. On their way, they ran into a stranger on the forbidden path and got a treat. Oh, I wanted one of the apples, but they wouldn't share.
Grandma, I love you. I don't understand the point of this story.
Not finished. You see, 1 week after the twins ate those apples, their house burned down. The twins died, burned alive.
That's horrible.
Yes. Everyone in town swore it was a tragic accident.
And you didn't?
No. On the night they died, I swear I saw a creature flying in the sky. A dragon. I could just see its shape moving inside the cloud. It was terrifying.
Maybe it was a dream.
That's what your grandpa used to say. He never believed in anything like that. But I'll tell you one thing. I never took that shortcut.
How do you know if a shortcut is bad, though?
You don't.
What the hell? What are you doing?
Go to bed, kid.
That's my grandma's stuff.
Yeah? Well, not anymore.
That's impossible. I should get it.
Shut up! Jacob, Jacob, what are you doing? Oh! I've called the police. I've called the police. Oh, God. Oh, are you all right? Are you all right?
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
Supplies from Grandma Hell! Oh, hell, Grandma Hell! Oh, hell.
Oh, man. Oh, shoot. These are my favorite.
Hey, no, dude. Come on, you almost said like these.
I'd say let's arm wrestle for it, but I know you're too afraid because I always win.
Yeah. Sam's way stronger than me, but maybe. You know I'm not afraid of you, though.
Oh, prove it.
I don't know.
You actually want to arm wrestle me?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
I'll only use half my strength. I don't want to injure Grandma Anne's little.
Oh, yeah, try not to hurt me, man. Then I'll try not to hurt you.
All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, go.
What the hell? I never beat Sam.
You cheated. I wasn't ready. Hey, come on. Maybe Jacob finally started hitting the gym.
For real. Dude, how'd you get so strong?
Call it dumb luck, man. Hey, don't worry though, we'll split the chocolate, as a pity present.
Oh, yeah. Where did it go?
You guys were fighting over that?
Dude.
My bad. My bad.
I'm gonna go study, I think. I have homework, so.
I'll see you guys. Screw you for eating that chocolate, man.
Whoa. How is that even possible?
Hey, Sophie. Wait, you come back to apologize?
Ugh, yeah, right. I came back to warn you.
What? About what?
Her.
Who is she?
Jacob. We've been waiting for you. Please. Step inside the car. My employer is very eager to speak with you.
Whatever you do, do not get in the car with her. She can't be trusted.
Okay, but can I trust you though? Because honesty is not really your thing.
Look, I've had my reasons, okay? But I won't let them hurt you just because they want to. I can protect you, but you have to let me.
I don't need your protection. Who's your employer?
A very powerful and wealthy man with the power to make you wealthy and powerful as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I'm good.
You're coming with me.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Fine. We'll do this the hard way.
I can't move.
Stop! Leave him alone!
Whoa. Okay. Creepy. This is extra creepy, actually.
Play nice.
MTX?
MTX, they're a massive tech company. Everyone here is dressed like a maniac.
Well, I told you not to get in that car.
Well, thanks. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
See Mr. Ducone? Hello, sir.
Pleased to meet you, my boy. My daughter Sophie has told me all about you.
Daughter?
Search him.
Ow! It's like his hands are sharking me with energy.
It's here.
In his pocket?
No. In his stomach.
Look, it's been really nice to meet everyone today. I think I might just go home.
Step into my office, boy.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Hey guys. You can't do this to me!
We must cut it out of him. There is no other solution.
Whoa, just stop. Okay, do you want money? So I can pay you.
No! That will damage the gem.
Yeah, protect the gem, yeah.
No, we will burn the boy. The gem won't suffer from fire.
Silence! All of you! There will be no cutting or burning. I'm tired of listening to fools like you.
We only wanted to better serve you, Master.
This is a delicate situation. There is only one man I want to hear from. Elder Liam, what say you?
The gem in the boy's belly isn't a beat of power. It's Sophie's essence. And without her essence, she will wither and die.
You lost your very essence to this boy? How could you be so careless?
Oh, so now you take an interest in me, Father?
What were you even doing flying in the sky like that?
I was trying to escape.
Escape what?
Escape from you.
Your stubborn attitude may have just cost you your life.
Like father, like daughter.
Come on.
Stop him!
I'll kill her.
Drop it.
He's controlling me. Now.
What is this? I want answers.
Jacob, I think you've seen and heard enough. You know the truth about us.
The gem. The green tattoo. Oh my god. Dragons.
Yes, we are dragons. For most mortal men, swallowing dragon essence would be a death sentence.
This is insane.
But you're still alive. And that means that you may be dragon material. With the proper training, you may be able to become one of us.
I am not a dragon.
Not yet, but with cultivation techniques, you might be. There's only one thing you must do.
What?
Marry my daughter and consummate the marriage. We have prepared a ceremony.
What the hell? You couldn't ask me first? I'm not a prize goat.
Yeah, I mean, she's beautiful and everything, but I cannot get married. Absolutely not.
And if you don't, she will die. And if she dies, you die too. But only after enduring intense and prolonged suffering from me.
No, that cannot be true.
Are you serious? He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, he stole my bead, but he can't die. There must be another way.
Does she actually care about me?
Sweet child. I can't imagine losing you. I beg you to marry him.
Fine. This is not how I imagined my wedding day to be, but if I must marry him to survive, I'll do it.
Are you serious?
Jacob, what do you say?
Sophie is only a high school girl, while I'm only 20.
Age is a human construct, Jacob.
Now that you are one of us, you must guard our common secret. By doing so, you are also protecting yourself.
This is insane. These people are delusional. If they're all ancient mystical creatures, why the suits? Maybe it's some scam to get what? My money? My loyalty? My soul?
It seems you still don't believe us. Perhaps you need a more direct demonstration. Witness the real you now. Your turn. This power flows in your veins.
What did you just do to me?
This is the first chapter of the Spirit Concentration Scroll. It is simple, and you will master it by meditating for half an hour every night. I will check your progress periodically, and you will be punished if you don't meet my requirements.
My God, the old man looks harmless but is actually quite aggressive. But when did I promise to cultivate this stuff?
Don't be afraid, Jacob. This is your heritage, your birthright, and Sophie's too.
I don't want all this. I am not a dragon.
Too late. The awakening has already begun. These cultivation techniques will do you good instead of harm. On the other hand, if you don't cultivate them, you will be in danger. From now on, I'm your guardian in our circle. If you have any questions, just call me.
They even have visiting cards. My university?
Remember your identity. From now on, you are not only a student of the university, but also the son-in-law of the head of Dragon Clan.
Dragon? Dragon King? Is Draken...
That's enough for today. You still have a class this afternoon, right? Why don't you head back?
This can't be real. Dragons? Secret societies? The university vice president? Real streets, real people, no dragons. Where are you?
Art class. Old building. Are you okay? We were pretty worried.
I'm fine. I'm on my way back. I'll see you in a bit.
All good, bro? What happened? Nothing. Everything's fine. Seems like Kathy has started taking a lot of interest in you lately.
Kathy's the most popular girl here, but could she be one of them?
Hello. What's going on with you today?
Nothing. I was just thinking the name of our vice principal.
Yeah, Liam Davis, but why? I don't know about the other VPs, but he's of great importance. Plus, everyone regards him. They say he can get anyone expelled with just a phone call. But why are you asking about him?
Nothing. I was just curious.
Jacob Miller, stand up and answer the question.
Well, the techniques is...
Just as I thought. Next time you decide to grace us with your presence, Mr. Miller, try to arrive on time and pay attention. Sit down. So what's the real story with that Mercedes pickup?
Yeah, looked way too fancy for a surprise lunch.
My mother's elder brother from Singapore came down to see me. It was a surprise visit. He just picked me up for a meal, that's all. Can they sense that I am lying?
Singapore, huh? Great though. You haven't been yourself lately. Did you get rejected by a girl?
Nah, I've been busy lately. I need to take this. Hello?
Are you fine? What happened this morning?
Oh, that! Well, my uncle actually returned from overseas and surprised me with a meal.
I see. Where are you?
I'm in my dorm room.
Do you want to go for a walk? The moonlight is pretty right now.
Class President Kathy is asking me to go for a walk? At night, under the moonlight? Well, I am alright, really. It's getting late and I have quite a bit of homework to do. Maybe another time.
If you have any questions, just ask me. No matter what, I am your class president. I need to take care of you. Isn't that right?
Haha, well, thank you for your concern.
No worries.
Who was it?
Spill it, dude.
Oh, Jacob, I like you so much.
No one.
You've been pretty mysterious lately. Not sure what you've been up to.
If someone sees me and Kathy taking a walk, I'm not sure how the teachers would react. Shouldn't Kathy be concerned about this?
Let the man have his secrets, Sam.
A man needs mysteries. Keeps the soul alive.
Don't wake up! Don't wake up! Might as well give it a try. Clear mind. Focus on the golden script. 2 hours? It felt like minutes. It's completely healed. Is this real? Whatever, I've done my part. Time to go to bed. In the next few days, life had become dull. All the attention that I'd attracted last week was gone. However, Kathy still seemed to have an interest in me. In the next few days, life seemed normal on the surface, but each night I was changing.
Still the champ.
Yeah, don't get cocky. My strength was back to normal, and Sam could once again defeat me in arm wrestling.
Hurry up! Hurry up! We have to get the seats in the front row.
What's the big deal? It's just another class.
Just another class? It's the class with Professor Susan. We're too slow! Save 2 seats for us.
No, man. This is so far behind.
These people skipped classes to get those seats. What can I do?
Didn't you claim that you must marry her? You don't even have the guts to skip class.
Weren't you excited since yesterday for her lecture? Why didn't you bunk your class? You've been having quite a few eye contacts with Kathy lately. Are you guys secretly dating?
I've been with you all day. When do you think I have these secret dates?
I'm in heaven. It would be so pleasant to have this kind of lecture every day.
She's really pretty. Not only boys, but even the girls in the class had good reason to admire her.
Today, we are going to talk about the 3rd module. Everybody, open your textbook to page number 73.
The 90-minute lecture sadly came to an end after all.
You, follow me to my office.
Me?
No, not you, the one to your right.
Why me?
Jacob looked confused as he pointed to himself. Susan nodded. Wow. The crowd gasped loudly, and murmurs spread across the classroom. The pretty teacher who caught every student's attention, and also the one who didn't give anyone any attention barring teaching her class, was acting out of the ordinary. Jacob being called out by her was shocking, and not only Jacob came in the limelight once again, he was getting shocked and envious looks from all the boys in the room. Susan nodded at Jacob without saying a word. She grabbed her lecture notes and walked out of the classroom. Jacob followed her, having no idea what on earth Susan had in mind for him. Walking through the hallways and passing the overbridge between the academic buildings, Jacob walked into Susan's office as a crowd of students looked at him with curiosity. Susan was a bit of a celebrity in the mechatronic engineering department and the university as a whole, owing not just to her beauty, but also the fact that she was single. Susan took out a key and opened the office door. Jacob smelled something refreshing as soon as the door opened. There were 6 or 7 pots of plants on the windowsill. The antique wooden furniture was far different from that provided by the university. It looked like Susan had bought them herself. The decoration of the entire office was elegant and graceful, making it seem like her own little world. Having her own office when most of the teachers had to share with each other showed that Susan's status here wasn't ordinary. All those carved chairs and shelves looked pricey. Susan's family seems to be well off, Jacob thought as he observed the office. Susan closed the door and placed her lecture notes on the table. She pulled out a rosewood chair and sat down gracefully. She looked at Jacob and asked, "Where are you from?" "Mechatronic engineering," Jacob answered. Jacob looked around the office and thought that he was probably the first student who was lucky enough to be here. "Don't try to avoid the topic," Susan stared at Jacob and said, Jacob was confused. He was a student of the mechatronic engineering department. Where else could he be from? Susan looked annoyed now as her otherwise pretty-looking face twisted into a nasty scowl. She took her slender hand and grabbed Jacob's wrist tightly. It didn't seem like she had that kind of strength, but Jacob knew he couldn't move his arm even if he tried. As I expected, your element is water. Tell me, where do you belong? River, stream, lake, or ocean? Susan moved closer to him now, and all Jacob could think of was how many guys would die of jealousy right now if they saw this. Jacob was too confused and distracted to answer. If you can't answer me, I have enough reasons to kill you, Susan said with a shrewd expression, and her eyes made Jacob's body shiver with fear. Susan continued to glare at Jacob and minced her words in anger. How can this be happening? How can a normal being like you give out the aura of a dragon? How did you learn the cultivation technique? She moved away from Jacob and sat back into her chair. Jacob hesitated for a moment and said, I learned it from Liam Davis. Susan frowned in surprise. Oh, is that so? It is a bit weird that a normal human can mingle with the likes of a prominent dragon clan. How do you know Liam? Jacob was tired of all the new information he had been receiving the past few days. Feeling overwhelmed, he threw his hands in the air in despair and said, I'm not sure if I should be talking about this anymore. Who are you? I'm an inspector, and it seems that you don't know much anyway. Susan rubbed her head as if suppressing a headache. She waved at Jacob to leave, saying, You can go now. I'll have a word with Liam. She made it look like she was in a higher position than Liam, despite him being the vice principal and her being a teacher. Jacob was totally puzzled as he got up to leave. He was about to go out the door when Susan said, Though you're new, I still need to warn you that I won't hesitate to kill you if you reveal our secrets to the world. Phew! Jacob drew a long breath of relief after he shut the door to Susan's office. As soon as he reached his dorm, he was flooded with questions from the university boys who had gathered in the room. What did Susan ask you? Why was she looking for you? Did you go to her office? Don't try to keep anything from us, dude. Did you do anything that drew her attention? Jacob was surrounded by them, but he didn't part with any information as he didn't forget Susan's warning. Realizing they couldn't get anything from Jacob, the boys decided to turn to his roommates as they were his closest friends. However, Sam and the other two didn't know what Jacob had done to catch Susan's attention. The four of them were always together when they were at the university, but they didn't notice anything else Jacob did that would interest someone like her. As a consequence, Jacob going to Susan's office had become a mystery among the students. Jacob brought them a lot of gossip and surprises these days. Gradually, people started to think that Jacob was someone special. However, as the person involved, Jacob didn't join in the conversation with the others. He was wondering what they would think about him if they found out that he still had the vice principal's visiting card. It was late in the evening by the time the curious boys dispersed from Jacob's dorm room, leaving the four roommates to themselves. However, they were all way too excited to fall asleep. Especially Sam, who kept asking Jacob what was with him and Susan. Jacob could make an excuse to fool the others, but it was hard to lie to Sam and his other roommates. But he thought it was safer if he remained silent and did not give Susan a chance to kill him. All the visitors are gone, and we're like your brothers. Jacob, can you just tell us what Susan asked you for? Sam asked sincerely. The other two strained their ears, hoping Jacob would spill the beans. Please stop talking about it and get some rest. Jacob sighed and felt very helpless. That is so unlike you. You tell me everything. Sam was deeply disappointed. Dude, you have been so secretive lately, said another roommate. Jacob couldn't help it. He used to be able to talk about anything with his friends, but in this case, there was nothing he could do. But you do seem to have some luck with the ladies for sure, said the fourth roommate all of a sudden. The lights of the dorm were switched off, and the four guys were talking in the dark and weren't tired at all. Yeah, I think our class president, Kathy, is interested in you too, the roommate continued. How come? Asked Jacob. Finally, a topic he could participate in. She keeps turning around to look at you nowadays. Don't tell me you didn't notice that, Sam chimed in. Make your move if you like her. What's the point of hesitating? The fourth roommate insisted. Don't be silly. I think she's just concerned about a fellow classmate, said Jacob. Jacob felt a bit panicky. He really didn't care too much about these things anymore. He felt that he got involved in something he wasn't supposed to. Now he was unable to get away from it, and there would be danger waiting for him at any time. Class crushes were hardly something on Jacob's mind. Don't you like Lisa, the most popular girl in the school? Teased Sam. That is all you, all right? I never liked her, said Jacob. But she is indeed beautiful. Someone else in the room likes her too, doesn't he? Don't you talk about me, said the third roommate. You were the only one all over her, Sam. Yeah, Sam is the ladies' man, teased the fourth roommate. The boys continued to talk and laugh until the morning, which left Jacob no chance to go out and cultivate at midnight. But he enjoyed spending time with his friends. It seemed like it had been forever since he had a normal conversation, let alone a night of banter. The next day was Friday, and they were all pretty close to the weekend. However, the only topic on everyone's lips was Jacob and Susan. Even Kathy, who never talked in class, was quietly discussing with the girls around her from time to time. Jacob could tell that she was talking about Susan from the annoyed looks she gave him. The teacher couldn't concentrate on the subject at hand as the students continued to discuss the hot topic. Although he had warned them a few times, it didn't stop the murmurs. It will probably be over by this weekend. They're just too bored, I guess. Last time when an attractive guy from fourth year began flirting with Lisa, everyone was talking about that with great interest. However, they switched their interest to something else in 2 or 3 days. Spinning his pen, Jacob hoped in vain. There was a knock on the classroom door, and the teacher, who was already annoyed with the students making noise, opened the door angrily. He was ready to lash out on the student who had dared to come this late to the lecture, but he was shocked to find Vice Principal Liam Davis standing outside. Sir Liam, please come in, the teacher said quietly and took half a step back involuntarily. Liam kept a straight face and walked in. He looked at the teacher and then at the students in the class before asking, How can a class be so disruptive and loud? Seeing the vice principal enter the class, the students stopped talking completely. No one ever expected him to visit the class, and unfortunately, the class was being unusually loud when he was walking by. Liam's eyes were sweeping over the students in the class. When he made eye contact with Jacob, Jacob couldn't help but shiver. He felt his body freeze up for a moment. Get your class under control and teach it well. Liam left promptly with these words. The students looked at each other in despair, and no one dared to talk again. The teacher felt such a relief at that moment and nodded with satisfaction as he saw that all his students were finally quiet. He could now teach in peace. Jacob gave a sigh of relief as well. He had a feeling that Elder Liam had come here on purpose, but he was glad he left him alone. The lunch break came pretty quickly once the class was quiet. However, Jacob and his friends did not have another class that afternoon, which meant they were free to go home or stay at the university and chill. They all decided to head back to the dorm and play cards. As they walked from one academic building to another to get to their dorm, they passed by the gate and saw a limousine in the parking lot. They approached the car and started talking about it. So there's an arrogant rich kid getting picked up by a car like that, huh? Said Sam in a condescending tone. They had heard about a handful of rich kids at the university who got picked up on weekends by... But it was the first time for them to see someone getting picked up by a luxury car like this one. It wasn't prom, it was just a weekend. Why a limousine? Not only the 4 of them, but all the other students who lived in the dormitories had never seen a car like this and were admiring it as well. Whoever walked by the gate slowed down either intentionally or unintentionally in order to see who was getting picked up by the car. Is someone trying to show off by getting picked up in this kind of car? Laying his arm on Jacob, Sam said disdainfully as they approached the car. Yeah, obviously they're showing off, said Jacob. There was nothing wrong with maintaining a low profile, especially at a school or college. They turned around to go to their dorm when the car doors suddenly opened. 2 tall men in black suits and a short, elderly man got out of the car. Seeing the old man, Jacob got bitterly disappointed because he had seen this elder at Sophie's father's office. He was Elder Frank, the old and disrespectful man Sophie hated so much that she wished she could tear him apart. "Jacob, Miss Sophie's family has invited you for a visit," the elder said, with a twinkle of joy in his eyes. Jacob stared at the old man, stupefied. Sam and the others, however, suddenly let go of his arm and stepped away to stand at a distance from him. There were quite a number of students walking by the dorm entrance. Some had just got back from their classes, and the others were leaving for home with their backpacks. The others were simply curious about the limousine. They all started staring at Jacob curiously as the uniformed man and the elderly man approached him. Jacob was completely embarrassed, but he kept silent. "Please get in the car," Elder Frank said to Jacob reverently. "No!" Jacob's stubbornness exploded as he shouted. "What the hell is this? I didn't even get a notice beforehand." Jacob wasn't pleased about this at all. "My son, you are already engaged to Sophie. It's best not to act irrationally on these things," said Elder Frank. Although none of the other students were within earshot of their conversation, Sam and his other roommates could hear each and every word. Engaged? They couldn't help but say it out loud. "Who's Sophie?" Sam asked the others, confused by what was happening. But they simply shook their heads blankly in response. "Would you like us to keep waiting here?" Elder Frank asked kindly. "All right, you win." Seeing a crowd of students gathering, Jacob quickly got into the car without wasting another second. The black limousine drove away from the entrance along with Jacob. "It will be hard for it to be low-key after this," thought Jacob. "What's the deal with Jacob?" Sam spoke up as the car drove out of the university gates. The vehicle drove smoothly through the city for a little while before it arrived at a 2-story house. No one would think of it as the house of a rich family by its unpretentious look. The vehicle stopped, and Elder Frank got out of the car along with Jacob. He rang the doorbell. "Come in." A cheerful lady wearing an apron opened the door and said softly, "I've brought him, madam. I'm heading back now. Please call me if you need anything," Elder Frank told the woman politely. "Yes, thank you, Elder Frank. I won't keep you from your work. It seems like you are about to break through the 9th level of Purple Light Scroll. I won't waste any more of your time," she said softly. "Thank you, madam." Elder Frank curtsied, sat back inside the limousine, and drove away. The woman smiled at Jacob, who was at the door, and said, "Come and sit down." She had a warmth in her smile and a friendly face. Her hair was tied up elegantly as if she had just walked out of a painting. Seeing her, Jacob forgot about all the unpleasantness that had happened just a few minutes ago. "Oh my," he exclaimed as he walked into the house. He stepped into the living room, which was cozy and luxurious. "You haven't eaten yet, have you?" She guided Jacob inside the house and asked. "No, not yet," he answered politely. He couldn't be annoyed anymore after this kind of treatment. Talking to this lady reminded him of his mother, who he hadn't seen in a long, long time. "I'm Helen, Sophie's mom. Her dad has gone to pick her up from school, and they should be back soon. Go ahead and take a seat. I'll go cook." She led Jacob to the couch and smiled. Then she walked into the kitchen. This must be the precise definition of what an understanding wife and loving mother is like, Jacob thought to himself as he watched her walking away. Jacob sat down and looked around the house. Even though it appeared to be plain and simple looking on the outside, the interiors and the decoration were elegant and resplendent. A white staircase to the left led to the bedrooms on the second floor. There was a study on the right. A large, dark brown bookshelf inside the study depicted how knowledgeable the family was. The rug in the living room was soft and plush. Jacob could judge how wealthy the family was by looking at the size of the medieval-styled chandelier that hung in the middle of the living room. The doorbell rang, and soon Jacob heard footsteps approaching the living room. Dracon entered with Sophie, and as soon as she saw Jacob, she gritted her teeth. Sophie was wearing her light blue school uniform. Though she gritted her teeth with hate when she saw Jacob, she wasn't surprised at seeing him. Her dad had informed her of Jacob's arrival. "Oh, you're here," Dracon greeted Jacob with a friendly smile. Hello. Jacob quickly stood up and greeted him. He didn't really see Dracon as his father-in-law, but he had to be polite since he was a guest here. He glimpsed at Sophie, who was now sitting on the chair, pouting. Jacob shivered at the thought of getting engaged and falling in love with a young girl like her, not to mention their complicated background. It's okay, Soph, Dracon said calmly and turned to Sophie. You guys chat. I still have some work to do. He walked into the study and started going through some documents. Sophie stood on the carpet as she stared at Jacob. She looked like she wanted to eat him alive. Let me warn you, I never agreed to marry you, she said aggressively. The problem is, I never wanted to get married to you either, okay? What can I do when I've been kidnapped and brought here? Jacob gave Sophie an angry look as well. He then thought to himself, should I be getting angry at a schoolgirl? Oh no, wait, she's my fiancée. Jacob gritted his teeth. I'm going upstairs to play on my computer. Sit by yourself. Sophie gave Jacob a scornful look and began to walk towards the stairs. Sophie, where do you think you're going? Go back and sit with Jacob now. Dracon's stern voice came from the study. Sophie gritted her teeth and stopped walking. She pouted after contemplating seriously for a while, rolled her eyes, and slowly walked back down to the living room as if there were thousands of stones tied around her feet dragging her down. She sat on the couch beside Jacob reluctantly. We can watch some TV if you don't want to talk. Jacob looked at her reluctantly and turned on the television with the remote control. Sophie kept on staring at him angrily. Ignoring her, Jacob went on browsing the channels to find something interesting to watch. A kids' channel came on and the song Baby Shark began to play. Is that good? Jacob turned to her. That's more like your taste. How dare you? Sophie reached out to grab something from the table to hit him with. Sophie! Dracon thundered out her name again from the study. He knew exactly what Sophie was doing. It seemed as if he had left a pair of eyes in the living room. Sophie kept down the vase that she had grabbed reluctantly, but her eyes were still fixated on Jacob. I'm warning you,